So I want to talk to you guys about my testimony about the New Age and how I dabbled in that a little bit and how I learned that some of these practices that we do that is a part of the New Age movement are not necessarily beneficial to us, but they are actually detrimental to our soul. I'm going to share with you first what the New Age movement is, how it began here in America, and how it infiltrated the churches, and how it is a subtle movement from Satan to lure you into his wicked devices. Many of you are very familiar with a lot of practices that are involved in the New Age movement, but you may not necessarily know that those practices are not ordained by God. As a matter of fact, it is rooted in paganism. Okay, so the New Age movement is a broad term encompassing various spiritual and metaphysical beliefs and practices that emerged primarily in the latter half of the 20th century. New Age draws from a diverse range of sources, including Eastern spirituality, Western esotericism, psychology, and holistic health practices. The movement is characterized by an emphasis on personal growth, self-discovery, alternative healing modalities, and a belief in interconnectedness and spiritual evolution. Okay, so I wanted to come out of the room where I was working and kind of talk a little bit more about my experience in the New Age movement. So the beginning of delving into New Age was by first trying to look for something to ease the stress load, ease the anxiety. I was a weed smoker, so I smoked weed to ease anxiety and stress. There were personal issues that I was going through, and I used self-medication to cope. And when you smoke weed or use any substance, pills, alcohol, or any substances, it opens up your mind and it causes Satan to be able to come and plant seeds, and you lose proper judgment. That's why the Lord tells us to keep our minds stayed on him. That's why the Lord wants us to be in prayer and in fasting and in praising and worshiping him and all of those things, because it keeps us on a pathway of being in the center of his will. But when you delve off of that and then start searching for other things to satisfy you, then that's when you open up your mind for Satan to come in and plant seeds. And what I mean by planting seeds, Satan will come in and bring suggestions to you. He really likes to work with our minds, psyche, your mind, even your emotions. He likes to use all of these things so that you can act out his will instead of the will of God. So when you use substances, it causes your mind to be open for Satan to come in and plant seed. And being in that state of mind, and of course self-medicating because of stuff going on personally or whatever, I started looking into ways that I wanted to ease my anxieties. I'm always anxious, always on it, ready to go from 0 to 100 in a second, searching for something else. That wasn't just helping me. So I needed something to kind of ease my tensions, ease my stress load, ease my anxieties. And so I started off with meditating. And so, I read a little bit about it. And so I started doing meditation. But the type of there is a good way to meditate when you meditate on the Lord, because the Lord talks about that in the Word. But Satan perverts that into meditating on what they would call like nothingness, or meditating on a positive light, or meditating on your breathing. It could be positive or all of that, but it's kind of like a little small way of Satan trying to pull you away from focusing on God to heal your stress and your anxieties, and kind of focus on things that have no power. Your breath is breath given to you from God, but it has no power in and of itself to cause you to ease your anxieties. A positive light or darkness, when you close your eyes, it may seem like it's nothing, but it is not God. You are depending on that light to lead you somewhere. And what is that light that you're going to? And it seems innocent, but it is a way to start training your mind. And so from there, the meditation I started practicing yoga, because they were exercises where I could, do stretches and ease my blood pressure levels. And so I started doing these yoga practices and things of that nature. And I didn't have any idea of where that stuff came from. I was just doing it. I knew it was based on Eastern philosophy, but I didn't know that Eastern philosophy was a way that Satan uses to pull people away from God. And then there were other little practices that came out of that, like little Tibetan type stretches and rites, and different things that I was doing that was for me supposedly helping me as far as my physical and my soul and all of that. And I even thought it was doing good for me spiritually. But what I learned, it was nothing but from the New Age movement, from ancient practices. Now, those yoga movements, what I learned were those kind of poses that you do in yoga. Those were poses that were given unto deities. And these deities were false gods. These deities were idols. Some of those deities were like serpents. Some were animals and different things of that nature. Kind of like when you raise your hands up to worship God, that pose is a pose to honor God. Those yoga poses are poses to honor those deities. And so this is yet another way that it seems healthy, it seems good for your soul, but the intent behind those things are to pull you more and more away from depending on God for your healing. Satan will use your ignorance, the fact that you didn't really know, he'll use that. And you start diving deeper and deeper and deeper into certain practices, certain belief systems. Then I started going into saying different mantras when I was meditating. And so those mantras were positive words. They weren't something I was devoting to Satan or nothing like that. It was just saying these positive things. After all, the Bible does say, like, if you speak the good, the good will come back to you. So it sounds good, but it's perverted in a way where it's not attributing that honor and glory to God. And it's taking that glory and honor away from God and putting it towards those idols. Just wanted to say thank you for watching and spending this time with me. If this message spoke to you, please like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and consider subscribing. Your support helps this channel to grow and helps these conversations reach more people. I truly appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in the next video.